Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I don't know why I think it's the afternoon. My name is Louise from Clarity Crafts here in the UK. Welcome to Groovi Tuesday. Hope everybody is well. I'll just ramble on a little bit while we have all of our friends coming into the room. It's been quite a busy day so far. That's probably why I think it's the afternoon. I've been collecting all of the lovely artwork because this afternoon we're doing a 2 p.m. show showing the lovely Linda Williams 123 sampler plates. So I've been going through all of the boxes to get all of the artwork ready for all of the different plates. So yeah, it's been a busy morning so far. But it is very, very busy everywhere because we've got our sale now. So that's going really well. So everybody's beavering away downstairs. So when I've finished Groovi Tuesday, I'll probably go downstairs and help a little bit with the picking. And then we've got a 2 p.m. show later on. Hi, Jane. So we've got I'll be helping out downstairs in the picking and packing area. And then at 2 p.m. we've got a show. So yeah, it's gonna be an eventful day. But it's quite warm so far. It's got the window open, so hopefully it's not too noisy. Jane's going to be in the room with you, so if you have any questions, Jane's there to help. Thank you very much for that, Jane. Sound is fine. Brilliant. Excellent. Even though I think it's the afternoon for some reason. I think it's just been a very, very busy day so far, so I think that's why. Okay, so yeah, we've got some friends coming into the room. That's great. So today we're going to carry on with our project. We've probably got this week, I think, by looking at it, probably this week and next week. And then we're going to focus on a new project, which I'm very excited about. It's the new square framers, which we're going to show this afternoon at 2 p.m. as well. So I'll show you the plate a bit later on in this hour. But this afternoon I'll show you the plate and all of the lovely design teamwork. It's lovely to see all of the artwork. And it's so lovely to have the 1, 2, 3 and all of those plates coming out as well, because then you get to see all of the lovely design team artwork all over again. So that's nice. Good morning. Can see everybody coming into the room now. Lovely. So yeah, it's been a eventful day so far, and it's quite sunny outside. It's quite warm. So yeah, it's lovely and insulated in here, which is brilliant in the winter. But yeah, we've got the windows open, and I haven't put the fan on just in case, because the other day, I think Paul and I on Saturday morning, we were doing the pre-record, and it was the fan was interfering with the mic, so we did our little intro bit, and we thought, oh no, we can't have the fan on because it sounds like there's, like, you know, when you've got a camera and there's lots of wind on the seafront, and all you can hear is like this blowing noise. So yeah, we decided not to do that. But yeah, so lovely, everybody's coming in. So what's everybody, because obviously I didn't do the hour yesterday. That was Paul and Jazz at 10 a.m. and yeah, they had some really lovely things on the show. I saw all those things. But what's everybody been up to at the weekend? Anything nice? Did you do any gardening or crafting? I did a little bit of crafting, and yeah, it was a lovely weekend. Had a really nice weekend. Lovely. So I think we've got some friends in the room. So we have been working on this project so far. Let me just try and grab the artwork. There we go. Let's move that to one side. So here we go. So this is the project that we're working towards. We've been working towards it for quite a few weeks now. I think we've got this week, and next week is the final one. And then we can get started on a new project, which I haven't even started yet. So this week I'm going to be, I'll be doing that project, getting that ready to show you soon. So yeah, but then I know what tools I'm going to be using, and then it's not so bad then, because then I know I can write a little list on Groovi Worldwide. So anybody that is following along with the project can follow along. I might use some of the tools that we don't see very often being used. So I might try and tackle a few new tools and maybe do a little bit of a new grid work as well. But perfect really with the grid work for the square framers, because you can create some lovely grid work around the outside, or you can put a little bit of grid work on the inside as well. So, oh, thank you. They're sparkly today. Very pretty sparkly nails. I thought I'd do a change, so because usually I have a little French tips, the white tips, but I thought, oh, well, seeing as it's summer, I'll have a little bit of glitter. Can't go wrong with any glitter. Okay, so we are at this stage now. So we've used our gold gel pen to the extreme. Well, I did anyway. Everybody, I love a bit of bling. If I can't put sparkle on it, then I'll put Pokemon gel pen on it. I think it just finishes off a nice little, yeah, it just finishes off a little bit, doesn't it? Gives it a nice little finish. Oh, morning from sunny Cardiff. Lovely. I'm going to Wales next weekend. I'm so excited. I love Wales. It's such a beautiful part of the country. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so really what's going to be happening today is I've done all of the perforating for homework. So because it was quite a bit of perforating I needed to do, or re-perforating. So really today I've got to picot cut. So there's going to be a lot of snipping. Oh, morning, Leslie, all the way from Australia. Wow, that's the amazing thing, isn't it, about Groovi Tuesday or anything live on Facebook or social media. You can just watch it wherever you are. It's amazing. Okay, so where am I? What should I do first? I think I'll do the inside bit first. Let me come in a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, you can see that. Yeah, it usually does start raining when you hit the bridge into Wales. But oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, right, where's my Groovi guard? I'm going to use my Groovi guard. There we go. So what I'm going to do first is last week I created the little white embossing. So those are obviously the ones that we're going to leave. And then so we're going to cut around it. So what I would do first, this plate here, the plate that I'm using, Leslie, these are, sorry, I should have showed them to begin with. These are these plates here. Let me come out a little bit, sorry. Just a slight little movement. So that's the Thinking of You plate, which I have used this little flower in the card and also these elements here. So that's 42464. And then you have the Have a Great Day plate, which is 42463. And I've used this little element here, as you can see on this card here. Just that bit there. Obviously that little bit as well came from, where did it come from? Hello? Lotus flower. Oh, it's there. My brain, I was just thinking, where is it gone? But on my card that I use now, I use a different element here. So I didn't use this element. I decided to use something else. Because even though I'm doing the same project, I like to change it up and do something slightly different. But yeah, where is that then? I can't find these things. Oh, it's there. That little bit in the corner. I thought, where has it gone? There we go. So I'm going to bring in my snips. There you go. lots of snipping. So I'm going to start off with the end. So oh, hello, we're a bit too far away, aren't we? We go back in. Might be able to go in a bit more. Oh, thank you, Jane. Yes, that's the bundle of the 2 plates. They're really lovely plates, actually. I really enjoyed working with these. And you can always tell when they're a favourite as well, because the design team, they come back with like lots of artwork. There's loads to choose from to show. There we go. So I've cut this little bit here first. So I'll do that all the way round. I'm using the whole thing. So yes, this hour is going to be a lot of snipping. So if you don't mind the sound of the snipping, it's not so bad. Doing what are they called? The little videos, ASMR or something, where you can listen to, people like to listen to things. So we could have a crafting one. I mean, Paul did say the other day he thinks that it should be available on the NHS, parchment or any kind of crafting, really. So good for your mood and your mental health, really, isn't it? I started off, I have like adult colouring books which kind of like used to zone me out quite a little bit when I was stressed or anything. But now I have parchment, which is so much better because it's a really relaxing thing, and there's so much to learn. I don't think you ever stop learning. Paul and I, we did the pre-record on Saturday, and yeah, ideas were flowing. It's if you're doing the white work course, definitely watch the pre-record, because we'll probably talk about it as well tomorrow in the live, because we've got our last live tomorrow. Where did that time go? It's crazy. I really don't know where it went. Time just goes so quickly. So what you want to do is, you don't want to twist too much. Oh, hang on a minute. We're not in shot. Sorry. You don't want to twist too much, because usually, obviously, we twist when we snip. But if you twist too much with these, because they're so delicate, they'll come off. So you have to be ever so careful. I don't know if you can see when I'm snipping, they move quite a little bit. The trick is not to, you can make the hole, reperforate more on this side, but not so much on this side, because as the hole gets wider on here, this little bit here that holds them together will be weaker. So then this bit might come off. So you've just got to be ever so careful when snipping them. Learnt behaviour, that is, because I used, when I first started using this border, I decided to use the fine needle. This was like ages and ages and ages ago. I decided to use the fine needle, and I perforated. Then I came in with the bold needle, and I made these holes so large that as I was snipping them and I was twisting and everything, some of them were coming off, and I was like, oh my gosh, because it spent so much time. But now it's learnt behaviour, so it doesn't happen now. But it did at the beginning when I first started to learn how to do that. Okay, just snipping. Yes, exactly. How do I know? Yes, that is a good point. I've perforated so much on this card, I forgot to perforate around the flower. which, yeah, I should probably do now, actually. I forgot about that bit. Thank you very much. And for, yeah, let me actually, good point. Let me get my 2 needle out. I'm going to do that now. 2 needle, oh yeah, I'll just use my 2 needle bold. You know, there's so much perforating on this card. I completely forgot about that bit. Let me just do that, rectify that a little bit now. So yes, so I'm going to come in and perforate along here now. Which tool did I use for the inner border, Jane? Do you mean this one? Or do you mean this one? I'm not sure. If it's this one, I used the straight grid last week to create this border. I didn't actually use a tool. But if it's this one, this is the wing tool. So yeah, so just making my way around. We had scrolls in our last, didn't we? In when we were doing Tina's all-in-one plates with scrolls then. I like scrolls. I think they look very good in the project. So yeah, I had a lovely weekend. I went to my dad's after, because we finished our pre-record, so that went really well. Went and got my nails done, and then I headed over to my dad's. We had a barbecue Saturday night, which was really nice. We had some lovely food, and yeah, it was really nice. It got very, very cold in the later parts of the evening. We got a fire pit out, and we stayed outside, and it was really, really nice. We had burgers and sausages and chicken skewers, some nice salad and stuff, mozzarella and tomato. I notice with me, I love my food. I talk about food quite a lot. I find food like parchment is one of many pleasures in life. There we go. But yes, the border here, as we did last week, was just the straight grid. I mean, just use the straight grid for this one. But you can use your 4 needle bold or your 4 needle fine, and you would just, obviously, like you do with most tools, is link into the next 2, and so it's the same width all the way around. But I thought, to start off with, I thought the straight grid was probably an easier route to go for many people, because it's they're bigger, so you can see them better. But yeah, so for this next project, I think I'll add a little bit of grid work in there. So do something a little bit different with the grid work, and then I might use maybe the cross tool. I quite like the cross tool, but I don't use it very often. So maybe we could use the cross tool, because you can create really nice effects with the cross tool. So I could use that. What other tools don't we use a lot of? Trying to think now. Does anybody have a tool that they'd like to know how to use, and maybe I could incorporate that into the project? What do you think? Because I'm in my planning stage at the moment, so ideas are flowing. So if there's anything you want to learn, then I can incorporate it. Ooh, are we talking about croissants? Nice. Oh, I love a croissant. I'd be so good though, because I'm kind of gluten intolerant, so it's very hard to get a gluten-free croissant. I do allow myself some gluten occasionally, but yeah, I can't have it too often. There we go. So a little side quest to finish off the flour. There we go. And I've done the holes large all the way around, so I won't really need to go back in with my one needle. I've just gone in with that. There you go. There's lots of perforation in this project. There we go. Yeah, so it got very, very chilly. But yeah, on Sunday we had a really nice Father's Day. That was nice. Right, so I think I went all the way around. Yes, I did. Okay, so now I've done those. Done that. Got halfway here, I think. Yeah, there I am. Okay, we're back to the snipping. Oh, it is very, very difficult to find a nice sandwich. And do you know what? When gluten intolerant bread doesn't taste the same, but I miss kind of going to a bakery and getting a nice French baguette, and I'd have it just with butter, and just slice it into little slithers. I miss eating a French baguette with plenty of butter. Just the little things in life. But yeah, it's very, very hard to, because the bread that you get, you very rarely find any gluten-free fresh bread. I haven't found any yet, but the stuff in the that you get, it's like pre-packaged. It can taste sometimes a little. It's not the same, to put it that way. But yeah, definitely not the same. But I'll allow myself a donut sometimes. As long as it's not like every day, then it's fine. Yeah, I'm back on track now. Here we go. So now we're getting to the delicate bits, because you'll see as I'm snipping, it's moving quite a bit. So yeah, it's a very, very delicate border, but it's very, very pretty. Okay. So our sale's in full swing now. It's very busy downstairs, which is great. We like being busy. But yeah, so I placed my order. I'm going to have to place another one at some point. I bought the rest of my, because I've, over the years, I seem to have accumulated over the time. Just, you know, when you buy something, you think, oh, I already have one of those. So I seem to have done that with my tools, because at some point I was living in 2 places. So, and I seem to have accumulated 2 of a few things. So I bought the rest of my Pergamano tools that I needed to go in my tool caddy. And then, so this order I'm going to be placing is for Groovi plates that I didn't know I needed, but I've seen them and I want them. So, so that is my that's my next order. That is my quest for this week, is to put in to action my other order. So now I'm just snipping in between, because I've snipped this side, and this side, and now I'm just snipping away at the oh, out of shot, these bits here. So on this side, so it's going to make the border come away then. Well, I'd love to get a little caravan as well. Go on holiday, go to places, and then you don't have to worry about finding a decent spot, like in a hotel or something, because you have your little caravan. So we're working our way around. That's what I would do. I would snip the intricate bits first and then snip the back away. Because I think what you do is, if you kind of snip here, you're kind of making this side weaker here. And then it's I know, it's nice to see it coming together, I must admit. At some point it's gonna, I've got pico cut around this flower yet, but it's gonna look so pretty when it comes out eventually. But I definitely wanted to show this bit, because this bit's the hardest part to perforate, really. So I thought I'll start with this, and then I can go on to the corners. But yeah, then we've got one more week of this, and then I'll show you the next plate. I haven't seen the chat for a little while. Did anybody say if they wanted to see how a particular tool worked? I might use the cross, because we don't see the cross very often sometimes. So is there anything else? Any other tool that you'd like me to use? And I can incorporate it. Where am I? Back to this bit. Okay. Working my way around the scrolls. I need one of those Lazy Susans. Keep on twisting. I think this project's slowly coming together. The 5 needle, yeah, I can incorporate the 5 needle. I like the 5 needle. Five needle's good. I like the 5 needle. There we go. Now it's whether I should stay with my favourite colours as well. Shall I stay with my favourite colours or shall I do something different? As well. Right. Okay, so just working my way in here. I know, I love the sound of snipping. I think I go into my own zone when I'm snipping. It's not really helpful when you're trying to talk to everyone though. I have to remind myself, Louise is in Groovi Tuesday, wake up. But it is a really nice sound. Okay, so at the moment we're going to incorporate the cross tool and the 5 needle tool into the project. And a little bit of grid work. Because I don't know about you, but I really enjoy grid work. I love the counting. I think because you're focused on something so much, you can't think of anything else when you're doing grid work. Otherwise you mess up. So I think that's the good thing about grid work. You do have to pay attention. So I suppose that's what kind of like makes me happy. Keeps me occupied. Nearly there. Be careful when I break the middle part away from the main project, because some parts may still be attached. It looks like it's, oh, hello. Looks like it will probably come away fairly easily. Yeah, I decided with the white work course to incorporate a little bit of tool work and grid work. I think it's good to learn. With tool work, obviously you are doing some form of white work within the tool work. So it makes sense to show you how to put some white work in when you're doing your tools. Okay. Okay, let's come out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's coming apart. There's somewhere over here that I've missed. I think it's that bit. Oh, hello, it's come apart. Excellent. I think I've got one more snip I've missed over here. Yay! There we go. Get it central. All snipped out. Now I can breathe. Okay, it's really a really pretty, intricate border that looks so delicate around. Say you had it around a square bit of artwork, and then you put that on top of another bit of parchment. That would look really lovely. But it is such a delicate little border. Obviously, I've done it on the inside, but you can do it on the outside of the border. So you could have done it instead of the semicircle mini tool here. You could have, put this on the outside. But it's definitely one thing to. It's definitely you need to concentrate when doing this, because you can easily snip the wrong place, and it goes a bit pink-tongue. So it's but it's so pretty when it's finished. But definitely, if you can, give it a go, because it'd be really nice to see that on projects. And it's nice to kind of like do some of the, create a little bit of white on here as well. But yeah, the trick is to not perforate too much on this side, because that's going to weaken the parchment, and then some of these may come off. So yeah, so I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's a nice little border. Okay, so Jane thinks that my next project should be green and orange. Oh, green and orange. Okay. My next project is going to have a cross tool, a 5 needle tool, and it's going to be green and orange. So, but yeah, so that's that bit. So yeah, so now I've got the corners. But before I do that, I thought I'd show you actually. Let's show you the new plate. So some of you may have already bought this. Let me bring it out a bit. There we go. So this is the new plate that we're going to be using, not next week, but the following week. So if you wanted to follow along with the project, the number for this one is 42441. And this plate is so brilliant, because we originally have, I think it's this one, and this one, I think, as circles on Groovi plates. You know, the Japanese ones that Barbara did. Okay, so definitely green. We're definitely putting green in. Okay, so here's another little question for you. So we're going to be doing green and orange, as that is now definitely on the cards. So which plate or which square shall I do? There's another little quiz. So you can say either happy birthday. I mean, I don't think anybody's wanted me to head off to Christmas yet, but best wishes, thinking of you, sending love, or happy days. Which one out of those shall I do? Gonna get Paul to hide my pink pen. Okay, but can I use the gold one then? But yes, which one shall I do? So Pat's thinking best wishes. That's this one. That would look really lovely with green and orange. That's true. Yeah. So we're thinking best wishes. Anybody else? Anybody else think of a different one? Or same one? Sending love. Which one's that? Oh, that one down there. Okay. Thinking of you. We're all thinking of different ones. Best wishes. Okay, so there's 2 for best wishes. I think it's 2 for thinking of you. Thinking of you. Happy birthday. Okay, so it's a real mixed bag. What I have to do is I think I'll have to count them all up at the end after this hour, and the one who gets the most, I'll do. So yeah, write which one you'd like, and then we're Jane's thinking sending love. So yeah, then at the end I'll add them all up, and we'll do the one that gets we'll do a poll. The one who gets the most votes wins. But yeah, so some of the artwork for these is really beautiful. Well, all of the artwork for this from the design team are really beautiful anyway. So yeah. Okay, so it's a mixed bag. A bit of all. Well, yeah, that's true. Nothing stopping me from doing a bit of all of them. Do a couple of flowers. This one, here and there. True. Okay, so that's that plate, which yeah, I really love this plate. It's really nice. So yes, so that's what we're going to be focusing on, not next week, but the following week. So yeah, that's, and some of the 1, 2, 3 plates. We've got some gorgeous artwork for the 1, 2, 3 plates as well. So let me bring back in my little bit, and I'll come in a little bit closer again. So yeah, that plate, oh, it's so pretty. So let me bring in my Pico foam again. There we go. So we're going to focus on the corners now. I mean, I must admit, there's not one that I don't like on that plate. Yeah, I think it's a little bit early to do the season's greetings one. Maybe in September. But we're having a lovely week of lovely hot weather. So I'm just working around the scroll. Maybe we'll come in a bit closer. And last week I used the 2 split tool for this. So that is why the perforating holes are very, very close together. Because I wanted to show that you can use that. Because obviously originally it was created so that you could create little picos without having to perforate, but it's a really good little tool to have if you want to get into some tight areas and your two needle finder is a little bit too far away for to get right into the corners. Then you can use your 2 split tool. So definitely worth thinking about. But yeah, so I'll create a nice little border with the cross tool, I think. I will incorporate the 5 needle tool. I'm going to write this down actually before I forget. 5 needle and cross. And what was it? Green and pink, Jane? Was that the colours you wanted me to use? Green and pink? I'll just move it down so you can see. So these are very, very tiny little holes. Tiny little holes. And so at 2 p.m. we'll be showing that lovely A4 plate that I've just showed you with some I'm not even answering that. Why? So we're going to be looking at that plate plus all those 1, 2, 3 plates. Now those 1, 2, 3 plates are really good. So if you're learning techniques, that's what they originally came out for, was to kind of like, for example, if you wanted to learn white work, they were a really lovely way of creating or learning techniques. They were really good for that sort of thing. So as you can see, these little picots are so small. Where's that gone? I don't want you there. Go away. Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, sure, Pat. I do actually have my pink tool organizer with me here. I will show you the 5 needle tool and the cross. And now's the time to get it, which is why I was talking about it. Getting ideas, and then, you know, if you don't have the tools, this week is the week to get them. There we go. So that is one corner down. Let me come out a little bit. There we go. So yeah, that's one corner. So let me just grab my tool organizer. Oh, blimey. So let me come out a bit. I'll move this to one side. So I don't know if anybody has one of these, but they are brilliant. So I've got all my tools in here. This is in the sale as well, I think. So yeah, I've got all my tools. I have them in kind of order of, oh, hello. That cap always comes off. I pushed it on really hard. Again, stay. Okay, so I have them all in order of, so I have my 1 needle, and then it goes into the 1 and then the 2 in fine and bold. And then I've got my 2 split and then my 4s. And then it kind of goes into volume 1 of Linda Williams's tool book, and then volume 2. And then these 6 are those handbook tools. So the 5 needle, sorry, my head's in the way. Let me turn this around so I can see the end of the thingy better. Okay, so my 5 needle is here. So let me have a look on this one. This camera. Hold on. There we go. Up, down, round. There you go. That's the 5 needle tool. So kind of, oof. There you go. That's the 5 needle. So we'll use that one. And then the cross tool is this one. Oh. I need to get to grips with where I'm going with the camera. My hand might need to come in. There you go. So it looks a bit like a medical sign, you know, like the little cross. You think, oh, when you go into a foreign country, oh, look, it's pharmacy. There you go. So it looks like that. And it's got, you have 4 tool bags, Karen. Wow. They are very handy, I must admit. They've got lots of little slots. See, I have my, oh, hold on. Let me go overhead again. I mean, this bit's a little bit messy, but I've got my lovely pens. I have a mapping pen. My embossing tools normally go here, but they're in my tool holder for later. Well, actually, they're ready for tomorrow for the white work course. Yeah, so then I've got all my 1s and 2s, and yeah, I've got loads of them. yeah. And then over here, I've got all my lovely Pergamano pens. We'll be using these in the colouring course. So that's looking forward to that. Oh, no, I found a tool cap. And then I've got all my pencils. I love looking at all these lovely bright colours. Lots of pinks, purples and blues there, you know. Pardon me. Okay. So yeah, so that's my tool. So that's the star tool. And that's the cross tool. So yes, I like to have everything in kind of an order I can get to very quickly. Okay, so where were we? I think we've got time to just do maybe one more corner, maybe. Surprising how time goes so quickly. Yeah, we've got the 2 p.m. show later, and I'm quite enjoying these shows actually, because I get to see all the lovely design team work. Oh, my brain's gone now. Where's it gone? Where was I? I was over here. Doy. I read the funniest thing about, because I was watching reading about battles in history, but like it was like a you know, funny things that happen in battle. And so there was I read about, there was a King Conrad III, and he placed a place called Weinsberg under siege. So obviously he wanted to take the castle. I don't know how it happened, but the wives made a deal with him that they could leave safely with anything that they could carry, on their backs. So King Conrad, you know, he agreed to that. He said, "Yeah, I'll let the women go, and you can take whatever you can carry." So he obviously thought that they'd be taking away some sort of golds or riches or something. And they they came out of the castle with their husbands on their backs. And so he, as he was a man of his word, I think he found it so comical that all of these women were coming out of the castle with their husbands on their backs that he agreed to let them go safely. But I had to giggle when I read it, because I thought it was hilarious. Just a thing that like women would do, be like, "Well, yeah, I'm going to do it this way. I'll save my husband." Okay, so where am I now? I'm here. Right, so I'm just finishing off the last little bits of the corners. I've got 2 corners, and then I've got 2 left to do. Okay. So yeah, so I thought that was something quite funny that I've read. It's amazing what's happened in history sometimes. I do like learning about history. My favourite history is kind of the Plantagenets going into the Tudor times. I love the Tudors. Anything to do with the Tudors. So the first kind of thing that I learnt in history when I was in primary school was about King Henry VIII. And yeah, I've loved learning about anything to do with Henry VIII ever since. Our roses are in full bloom at the moment. Well, they were till Mum took the petals away and gave them. She's been drying the rose petals ready for the rabbits, because in the winter as well they can have like we kind of dry leaves and roses and stuff, and we keep, once they're dry, we keep them in bags, and then they've got little kind of like little dry food that they can rummage through, you know, in the winter as well. So yeah, so the roses are lovely, but just before they drop, Mum's nabbed them. She's got them. It's so funny. Yeah, so I'm nearly finished these corners. I'm getting there. Yeah, sweeties for piggies. Yeah, they love it. It's so funny. One of our guinea pigs, she, I mean, they're out in their pen now because it's nice and sunny. But obviously they have like, we have like a kind of, it's like a sheet that's basically, they have lots of shade. It's hard to describe. So yeah, so they have lots of shade. But oh my gosh, they're so funny when I come out and everything. Kind of like looking at me as if like, what you got? And they obviously pick their favourite bits first. Yeah, they pick all their favourite bits, and they leave their least favourite bits till last. But oh my gosh, they're so comical. Like Kizzy, which is one of our guinea pigs. She's like a rosette guinea pig. She's like kind of like brown and black and really lovely colours. She's so funny. She kind of like, she loves kind of like a little, she loves having a stroke and a nose rub. But sometimes she'll be like, sometimes she really enjoys it. But the funniest thing is she'll kind of like, she'll run away and come back. But then if she's had too many strokes, she'll just kind of like give you a little kick with her back leg. So I have to say, no, that's enough now, go away. I've had enough. Come back later. They've got such big personalities, guinea pigs and rabbits. The other day I was kind of I was feeding Arwin, and he's really comical as well, because sometimes I think he might get spooked by a cat coming into the garden, because for some reason cats, they keep on using our garden as a walkthrough. So, but he must get spooked by a cat or something, because some mornings I'll come out and he's like, oh, he'll look at me. I say, oh, I've got your food here, and I kind of like do little taps and everything. And sometimes he'll come. He'll come, and then sometimes he'll put his back to me, and he'll be like, no, I'm not coming to you. Just put my food there, and I'll be over later. Thank you. See you later. But sometimes in the morning he'll come to me and he's really excited to see me. So yeah, it's hit and miss sometimes. I think it depends on the cats. I mean, we've put lots of little citrusy things around the edge of the garden to try and keep them away a little bit, because obviously I don't really want them around the piggies, because they'll get spooked as well. But I mean, Arwin probably, if he could, he'd probably take on a cat. He's got great big hind legs. I mean, I've lifted him occasionally to take him to the vets and everything, and he loves being picked up and cuddled, but he doesn't like being put down. So when you go to put him down, either they kind of hold him like this, he kind of somehow finds a way to kind of like kick you with his back legs, and you're like, oh, that was a kick. So yeah, I think he could hold his own, definitely. But yeah, so that's been another hour. I can't believe how quickly the time goes now. So yes, we'll be looking at this lovely plate later on at 2 p.m. as well as the 1, 2, 3 plates, because they're brilliant. So if you have been doing the white work course, I know in the pre-record we talk about it for the third one, which we'll have tomorrow, the last live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Those 1, 2, 3 plates are really brilliant if you want to practice your white work and practice them on full flowers. Then those 1, 2, 3 plates, if you haven't got them, are really good for that, because you can start on the smallest or the largest flower and work your way up or down depending on like what you feel like you're most comfortable with. So they're definitely worth getting if you haven't got them, and it's in the sale. So okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jane, for keeping me company and sorting out any questions in the chat. So yeah, I will see you at 2 p.m. with Paul, and we're going to be going through everything sale and the clubs and everything. So yes, I'll see you all later, and thank you very much for your company. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.